In oh, wrong view. So sorry. Hello. In this Nitty-Gritty Let's Play live stream, we're going to be playing American Mah Jongg at Mahjong Time. The format for today is hot seats if anybody registers. This is when somebody joins me in the live stream and I do gameplay with coaching with them on the screen live. Not everybody is comfortable with that. So if we don't have anybody registered, we'll do gameplay with commentary in a simply social format. This is because we don't have a scheduled topic for today, and then we'll restart the topic list in the matrix beginning after the holidays. You can find a link in the video description below for both hot seat registration, and also there's a link for the skills and strategies matrix with the list of recurring topics. Thank you for being here. Would anybody like to get on the hot seat? You have to have an account at Mahjong Time. It could be a free account. It does not have to be a paid account. You can play up to 4 games free, and we could also do game coaching in Mahjong School, which is free 24/7. So if you have Mahjong Time installed and you would like to be on the hot seat, I'd be more than happy to send you an invitation to join me in the broadcast. There's a link in the video description below to register, Susan. Incidentally, this is a, let's see here. Let me tell you what the value is, because usually it's basically one-on-one coaching with me, and I typically charge for that $150 an hour. $150 an hour. So with this, it would basically be 2 games that I would coach you in. So basically 30 minutes. So that would be a $75 value if you decide to do it. And incidentally, if you were to join me in the broadcast, you don't have to have your image there. You can just have your voice be heard and no photo. So if you're feeling apprehensive to have your likeness on my channel or in a broadcast, you could opt out of the camera view, so only your voice will be heard through the broadcast. Susan says she may be interested. You do not see a link. Okay, let me just double check. Hold on one second. There should be a section in the video description where it says hot seats in caps, and there's a description of what that means, and then a link. So let me go in there and see why you can't see it. Bear with me for just a minute. It should be in there. I'm looking at it. Are you able to, in the live stream, click more to open the video description? Because that is where it's explained. And I'll just put the link in there directly in the live stream. Here's the link directly. You just need to fill out that registration, and you need to have Mahjong Time installed so you can share your screen and we can see the tiles, and then I can give you coaching while you talk through your decision making. That's basically the format. So let me know, Susan, if you're able to see that. Let's see here. Hi, JL, welcome. Today we're doing hot seats. There's slots for two people, and depending on how it goes, we may be able to do 2. We may only be able to do 1, depending on the logistics, because there's always dealing with technology and people accessing the technology remotely. There are some challenges involved. So let's wait just a moment to see if Susan is able to see the registration. Hold on, let me look at my email and see if I got a registration here. Okay. Okay, not so far. Okay. Let's see here. Susan, any update? Otherwise, I'll go ahead and share my screen and we'll get started with just a regular game, kind of freestyle, and I'll do gameplay with commentary until we hear back from Susan out of respect for our viewers. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll play a game. In the meantime, Susan, if you would like to register, I'll keep my eye open on the email to see if we get a registration, and then we'll get you an invitation and invite you to come into the broadcast. We'll share your screen and then we'll do that gameplay with coaching. So let's see, here's a table we can jump into here. Otherwise, we're going to do a simply social format where we do gameplay with commentary like on Friday nights. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we do have a bit of a lag. Not sure why. Okay, let's see what we have here. What do we have to work with? Dragons. We have dragons. There be dragons. Pear dragon, white dragon. Okay, let's see. One-on-one coaching intake. Okay, Susan, I got your registration. Okay, let's see, basic. Oh, you've got to, okay, so, excuse me, this live stream is prime time, which is with Mahjong Time. So you would need to have Mahjong Time installed. The hot seats that we do on the other platform is when we do basics, which we don't have one of those scheduled this go round. This is for Mahjong Time. Struggling picking hands. Okay, so look for another opportunity for a hot seat for basics. Let's see, I'm kind of thinking we've got to pick something here. Let's pass the 9 with, let's see, we have dragons. We got to be able to pass something here. 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's pass this 5 bam just so we can get it going. Okay, better understand what you can do better. Exactly, that's what the coaching is for. Okay, you do have Mahjong Time. Okay, excellent. So we can do that. So after this game, I will invite you to get into the broadcast with me. Are you on a desktop or a laptop? Let's see, we're going to pass 7, 8 with a 1 bam. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 through 5 dragons. Second hand down under consecutive run is a possibility. Let me see here. Okay. Whoops. We got a keeper. All right, now let me see. 4 knot, that's a keeper right there. This lag is not helpful right now. Okay, so let's pass 2. We do have a little bit of year potential in here. 2, 4 dot, 2 crack, but we have a pair of red dragons. I would rather leverage that, so I would pass on the 2 crack. Okay, so now let's see here. I'm going to send you an email, Susan, and we're going to do a hot seat. Okay, so north, North 2, we definitely want to keep going. Oh, I see we have Joe across from us. Okay. So let me see. Let me get an invitation for you here. Oh, okay. Okay, we have a flower. That's unusual. Okay, and then we have tiles we can pass here. Let's pass 1, 7. Oh, let's see. 2, 3, 4, flower, pair of flowers, year tiles, and then a pair of flowers. We don't have any other. I think I'm gonna, oh, we're going across. So we have to pass. All right, we'll let the flower go in this case. This was a tough one here. But we have no gaps for the second hand down. All right, Susan, I just sent you, oh, you're on an iPad. Okay, you won't be able to do this on an iPad. You've got to be able to do it on a desktop or a laptop. I believe if that is not on the description, I'm going to add that because you won't be able to do it on an iPad because you've got to have a webcam. And the webcam is the way you're going to share your screen. So you have to have a laptop or a desktop computer so that you can do screen sharing. So let me go to that page and make sure that is in the prerequisite. Okay, we don't have any keepers here. We do have a 4. Let's start to keep year tiles. Okay, now let me see here. I need, they want 3. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's figure this out here. Okay, so I'm going to add that there is
2 characters.
You've got to be, we did get a 2, so we do have some year potential
9
in there.
dots.
Now that we don't have a white dragon, we've got 2, 4, 2, 4. We'll just see what
1
happens
character.
here.
8 dots. 8 bamboos.
We definitely don't need that. Let's let the north go though here.
North wind. West wind. East wind. 8 bamboos.
North.
North wind. Green dragon. White dragon. 5 characters.
Okay. There's an option for us. 6 dot, 7 dot.
6 bamboos.
So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, or 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, I suppose.
4 bamboos. West wind. 4 bamboos.
Oh my gosh, another flower. Okay, so let's let the 7 go. Goodness
7
me.
dots. 1 bamboo. 1 dot. Pung. 8 bamboos. Red dragon.
No, we're not ready to do anything there.
2 characters.
That's a keeper. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's let flower go. We just can't use them in this
Flower.
case. That's tough.
White dragon. 4 dots.
Okay, we don't have our pairs, so I would not take, well, let's see, 3, 4, 4, 4 dot. We could pung that. I wouldn't though, not yet. That's the first one. If we play the second hand down, we could do 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 characters.
So one of those pairs will be there. Okay, so let's let the 2 crack go. So
2
there's a joker
characters.
now. It's looking a little bit better. We can't use the flowers though.
7 characters.
Okay.
7 bamboos.
So for future reference, I do have the prerequisites
West wind.
updated on the web page. There's a keeper. So we're
4
going to do 2,
characters.
3, 4, 5 dragon. We will
2
be able to
bamboos.
pung and kong. So we're set, but we have flowers that we need to
South
swap out
wind.
here. Let's see.
8 characters.
White dragon. Oh, all right.
Flower.
There's already 2 white dragons out, but let's get these flowers out. These are going to be more and more risky as the game goes on.
1
Okay,
character.
so now back to Susan. Do you have a laptop or desktop with
Flower.
Mahjong Time installed? Because we could do that.
South wind.
Okay, we'll swap that out.
Flower.
That's the fourth flower out.
Flower.
Okay, now let me see here if we got in. Oh,
North wind.
okay, I got an undeliverable notice.
4 bamboos.
So for some reason, your email address did not work.
White dragon. Flower.
Let me try it again.
Two
The
dots.
email address looks valid. Okay, that's a pair for us, so we're going to pass. We're ready to pung now.
East wind.
5 dot, none are out.
East wind.
Winner, winner, winner. Okay. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. This is the fourth hand down under odds. They have our 3 dot. 1, 3. Oh, no, that's the first hand on the right, the mixed suit hand. And we were set for the second hand down. Okay, so I'm going to exit really quick and try to get this email to Susan. Now, Susan, if you can hear me, you have to have a laptop or a desktop. An iPad or tablet won't work because you can't do screen sharing there. And it would be too difficult, I think, to have a browser open plus an application. And I think the logistics are just too difficult on a tablet. You have to use a desktop or a laptop. So let me know if you have that. I'm going to wait to send this invitation until I hear if you have a desktop or laptop. You're trying to set up your laptop. Okay, keep us posted. I'm going to go ahead and join another game until then. So we'll play another game, kind of loosen up and get our minds working, kind of loosen up the, I don't know what is wrong with my mind. I'm having trouble with words. We're going to just, it's like calisthenics. We're stretching our mind here. Okay, so now we have a pair of dragons again and flowers. Okay, so we have a pair of fours in here too. Pair 4, pair dragon, 2, 4. Okay, so you know what I would do? Oh my goodness, with those flowers, I would probably hold offsuit tiles for the dragon because maybe we can force a quint. Let's pass 2, 7, 9 because we can leverage the hung of flowers and maybe play that 4th quint. Okay, so here's a 1 dot pair now. We also have a 4 crack. So let's keep the 1 dot. This is a little bit risky though here. Let's see, 4, 8, 4 bam. Let's let the 4 bam go. Because we don't have a 4 dot for maybe a like number hand. I would rather force a quint and leverage these flowers. Okay, so we may be forcing a quint, and this is a bit of a long shot because we have no jokers, but I am confident that we will probably get at least 1 or 2, and we need a maximum of 1. We really can do this quint with 1 joker. So I'm pretty confident that we'll get a joker in here. Let's see, let's pass a 4 with a 2, 2, 4, or maybe, how about, I want to let a 4 go here because I don't want to be stuck with like numbers. So let's do a 4 bam with an 8 dot this time. And that way we can do 2, 4, 7 bams with cracks. In the next one, let's see what we get here. 2, 3. Okay, so here's 2, 3 north. 2, 3, 4. Yes, we want to keep going. Okay. North 2, 7 there. All right, now let me look on here also to see if there's a way. Oh, here. We do not have any keepers here, so we'll pass those along. All right, now let's see. Yeah, I don't have hot seats on the calendar for the other platform. But what I can do, since the tours are quick, I'm going to add hot seats. Oh my gosh, what just happened? Undo that. We got a keeper. Okay, so let's stick with it. We'll pass 3, 8. This actually was a perfect situation here. Pass. Okay, no keepers. They want 2. Let's see here. We can do 2. Let's do a 2 with a 9. Can't use those together. 2, 9. Okay, here we go. Okay, so for future reference, no keepers. We have 5 discards. Hand with no gaps, but of
2
course
characters.
we need a joker. At least one. We need at least one joker. One more
Green
flower.
dragon.
Okay, let's Kong.
Kong.
Okay, now we need,
North
of
wind.
course, 1 dot, joker, flowers, and
Red
we'll be
dragon.
good. So we gather. All we do at this point is gather.
6 dots.
Okay, so what I was
Red
trying to share
dragon.
was that I added to the
1 bamboo.
episodes where we do a mahjong, where we do a
East wind.
tour, because the tours are pretty quick, where I share
3
about the
dots.
platform. I added hot seats.
3 characters.
So there will be hot seats on here in the recurring schedule.
9 bamboos.
So that turned out to be a
Kong.
really good thing. I'm glad this worked out this way.
5 dots.
Okay, now let's see. You had to turn your
9 characters.
Queen of Quints. Yep, I'm back.
1 dot.
I'm back and going strong here. Oh shoot, that's our tile. Okay, so because of that, we're gonna keep offsuit tiles. So we're gonna keep 3, 4. The 3 is out. So we're gonna optimize for an option tile.
5 dots.
No 7 dots are out. No 4 cracks are out. Since a 1 dot is
Red
out,
dragon.
we're gonna see if we can pair up another one of these tiles to go with this,
White dragon.
this green dragon. So it's still a long shot, but I think it's gonna be worth the
7
effort.
dots.
Okay, so look, 3 crack. That's
6 bamboos.
that's just as unlikely as the 1, but
2
at least we have an
characters.
option. You're having difficulty with passwords due to the change in software update. May not be
6
able to play
dots.
today. All right, Susan, thank you for the effort.
1 bamboo.
I appreciate the effort. And
North wind.
let's see here. We can
5
try
bamboos.
again. Let me see what we have
3
on the
bamboos.
schedule. Let's see here.
East wind.
Okay, no 2 dots are out yet, actually. Let's hold that.
7 dots.
No 4 cracks are out either. So let's just hold that for a bit.
5 bamboos.
All right, now what we could
North
do,
wind. 6 dots.
I can't do anything immediately, but if you're
7
able
bamboos.
to get your laptop situated with the software
1
installed
character.
and actually, you know what, Susan, let me send you an
3
email
dots.
offline and we'll arrange something. Okay.
1 character.
Okay, there's our joker. Okay, so now 2 dot. Let's let the 2 dot go.
2 dots.
So we have our joker. We need another one
7 dots.
because the 3 crack and the 1 dot are both out. So it would be really nice to get one more joker. And of course we need a flower.
4 bamboos.
So let's just see what happens.
West wind.
4 dot. None are out. Let's just let this go. I think 1 or
4
3,
dots.
at least we have multiples in there.
9 characters.
Let's see if we can get another joker in here for one of these.
South wind.
So we shall see.
4 dots.
Okay, that was a good choice. 8 dot, none are out. 4 crack. Let's let that go since it's a year tile.
4 characters.
Okay. So
8
I have your
characters.
email, Susan, and we'll touch base and figure something out so we can
7
work together
bamboos.
in one of these episodes coming up.
1 dot.
Oh, yep, we're just going to let that go. 7 dot is out. The 1 dot will go.
7
We'll
dots.
keep the 8 for a little bit because none are out. But I'm thinking
East
3
wind.
crack with the flowers, and we'll just have to wait and see
8 characters.
Two one dots are out, so these are not going to be helpful.
1 character.
4 bam. Nope, we don't need any bams.
4 bamboos. White dragon. 3 dots. 2 dots.
4 crack is out.
4 characters. South wind. Red dragon. 2 characters.
Okay.
West wind. South wind.
Oh, wait. You think you got it? Susan, I'm sorry, I'm confused.
1 bamboo.
Are you saying you're able to get into your
2
your
characters.
laptop with Mahjong Time? Look what we got. We got the 8 crack.
1 dot.
Or 8 dot. Okay, so now
West wind.
we're good to go on the 8 dot. If we can get an 8 dot, when you're forcing a quint, the key is
9 bamboos.
options. Set yourself up for
6
success with options.
characters.
It's not a done deal. We need a flower and another joker in
West
here. Or
wind.
actually, at this point, we don't need another joker. We need an
White
8 dot.
dragon.
We need an 8 dot and a flower.
6 characters.
Okay, so let's see.
Nine characters. White dragon.
Okay.
1 dot. 2 dots. 6 characters.
I would love to try to do a hot seat today. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm going to send this, Susan. Let's see if we can get you this invitation here. Okay, we're looking for
Joker.
a flower. Uh-oh, joker. 4 dot, 3, 9 crack, 4 dot. Let's let the 4 dot go. We're in the
4
end game,
dots.
so I want to hold safe discards. You won 3
4
quints,
characters.
usually chicken out. Oh, it is risky because it's a hard hand, so it takes longer to build. Okay, so Susan, check your email. I tried to send you another email, and it looks like I did not get an undeliverable that time. Tell me if you got an email from me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we tried. Okay, so now let's see if we can, let's see here. Okay, I did get another undeliverable. So Susan, it appears that I have a invalid email address for you. So I don't know what is going on. I did a copy paste directly from the form that you sent, and I got another invalid or undeliverable email notice. So I don't know what is up with that. Let me see here. For some reason, I can't send you an email. I didn't type it. I copied it. So Riley, we think Riley is going deaf. We think he's deaf. So he's probably sleeping somewhere and he doesn't realize that I'm live. So he's not at my feet wanting attention. He's probably sleeping somewhere. Okay, so we're going to play in another game just to see how things are going with Susan. Let's see here. I don't know why. Let's see. Nope, he cannot hear Dudley, but only if he can see him, he'll react. He can see pretty well, but he's also losing his sight. His sight is not good either. He's an old man. We think he's about 16 years old. For a poodle, that's old. He is an old dog. So he's kind of on the decline a little bit, but he's got good days and bad days. Some days where he looks like a puppy, and some days he looks like an old man, especially when he tries to go up the stairs. All right, now let me see here. I wanted to, let's see, what do we have here? We're waiting for people to join our table, so we have a little bit of a delay. Thank you for your patience. Does anybody have any questions about strategy or even rules, if you like, or we can fill the time that we're waiting with any questions anybody might have? There's kind of a light community of players right now at Mahjong Time. We're here all by ourselves. Awkward. Oh, there's Joe. That's Joe. I don't know why he picked that avatar. It's kind of funny because that is Joe. Let's see here. We're waiting for 2 more players. Okay. So we're up to date there. Let's see here. Does anybody have any questions about playing at Mahjong Time? Okay, I think we're up to date there. Oh, I know what I need to do in addition while we're waiting. Just taking care of some back-end things. Oh, you have the light version. Oh, you can't change your avatar? What, does it default to one of the basics? Joe, I thought you were trying to be incognito or something. Any chance there will ever be a change to the optional across? No. I have been asking for this since like 2017. So no, I don't know why they're not open. I don't know why they're not open to making the change, because it is one of the things that really aggravates me. I go on tilt. I get so aggravated with it because it's not how the game is played. And I know they want to make it so that it is as much like playing in person as possible. And that is one of the things that has got to change. So anyway, yeah. Okay, there's one other thing that I wanted to do. Okay, here we go. Next game. Okay, what do we have this time? We have a pung of ones and a pair of nines. Those don't go together. Those would be called a misfit multiple. When you have a misfit multiple, you consider a quint. That's what you do with a misfit multiple. What about a potential addition hand? Okay, so here's a 9. All right, let's start there. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, where's everyone? But they refuse to change it. Yep. Okay, let's see. You tried to send yourself an email and it was rejected. The universe is not working and playing against you. Oh no. Or is Mercury in retrograde? Okay, look what we got. We got a east. So now we have no gaps for a potential quint again. Okay, well, let's try it. We're going to try it. Okay, now, are they planning to add Wright Patterson as an option, or will it stay on it will be on a separate platform? They are, I believe, as far as what I've been told in the past, I don't know if this is part of the plan still, but what I was told is that every version is going to have its own platform eventually. So Wright Patterson Mahjong will always be on its own platform. So instead of one login to one platform with all the versions, that's going away at some point. Okay, so we got a keeper. And now we have, let's see, I don't want to pass a year tile with a white dragon. We're going to keep going. This is going to be a little bit risky, but I think it's going to be worth the risk. So yeah, and that way they have, the code will be separated and they can customize each platform based on the game mechanics and rules. Right now they share code, and that's why they probably, I'm not sure why they can't change the Charleston, because this is the only game that uses it. So I don't know why that would be a problem, because the other games don't use the Charleston. So I would keep that dragon. Actually, we actually have no gaps for the dragon quint. Mercury will be in retrograde tomorrow. Okay, well, good to know. Okay, so now let me see. What other question here? Oh, Kimmy had a question. A player didn't call for a tile in time, and it would have been for Mahjong. No, her table gave it to her because she hadn't won. Okay, well, that was generous, but you think it would have been illegal. So did somebody pick and rack, and then she said Mahjong after the fact? In that case, she should have just kept quiet and waited for another opportunity. That would have been the better thing to do. Okay, I would let this dragon go, and let's see if we can pass fully here. So we have an option now. They want 2 anyway, so we can keep that then. We'll pass 2. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this is going to be, again, a little bit risky, but it'll be worth it, I think. Okay, no keepers.
5 dots. 1 dot.
Okay, we will let the 8 go.
8 bamboos. 4 dots. 6 dots.
Okay, we can let that go. It was at the end of the game. Well, but my
8
question,
bamboos.
Kimmy, is Did somebody pick
8
and rack?
characters.
You said they didn't call for a tile in time. What does that mean? Does that mean that somebody picked and racked when she then said, wait, I have
4
Mahjong?
bamboos.
Or how did that occur? Yes, they did. So then she should have just kept quiet. And that was
White dragon.
gracious of the group to honor that win.
2 bamboos.
Because once the tile is racked, it's too late. Look, we got a keeper.
3 bamboos.
Okay, so we're going to go for this quint. And of course, we need more tiles.
8 dots.
But we can Kong the east and build the 9. Then we need a joker later
5
for that
bamboos.
1. Okay, so we'll see.
One dot.
Joker.
6 dots.
So now we can use that in there. If the 9 dot
West
goes down,
wind.
I think I would go ahead and quint.
9 bamboos. 8 characters.
Okay. Let's let the west go.
West wind. 3 characters. Red dragon. 4 dots.
Okay. Let's let that 4 crack go.
4 characters. 8 dots. 2 bamboos. East wind.
Okay, let's Kong.
Kong.
So now we exposed a Kong. This dragon won't reveal anything
Green
there.
dragon. 6 bamboos. Red dragon. Red dragon.
Look at, we get our joker back. Okay, now
East wind.
let's let this flower go. Okay,
Flower.
we can quint the 9 and then we just need a joker.
3 dots. 4 bamboos. 7 characters.
Okay, so let's let the 5 crack go. It's always nice
5
to have
characters.
a safe discard as your last discard before you're ready to win. Then you can discard confidently, not be worried to
5
give somebody
dots.
Mahjong right before you're ready to win.
Two bamboos. 5 dots.
Okay, we can let that go. That's out. Let's let the 6 go. 3
6 dots.
3 2 bams are out.
White dragon. 3 characters. White dragon.
Okay, west is out already.
West wind. 2 dots. 2 dots. 9 characters.
1 dot is out.
1 dot.
Yep, you could draw a risky tile after, but if you can manage it, the
Green
safest
dragon.
the safest tile possible is always a good idea.
Flower.
Hold the safest tile possible. Thanks for coming by, Deborah.
2 characters.
All right, so we're looking for a 9 dot or another joker.
Kong.
Okay, now this 2 crack
West wind.
is available.
1 bamboo.
7 crack is out. Let's throw that.
7 characters. Eight bamboos. 6 bamboos. 4 dots.
Oh no, we don't want that.
Flower.
Ooh, we got lucky.
7 bamboos. Green dragon. White dragon.
Okay, 5 dot, 3 are out. Nobody would be playing a year hand. Let's throw the 5.
5 dots. 9 bamboos. 2 dots. 9 bamboos.
Another 1 dot should be fine.
1 dot. 6 bamboos. 4 characters. 9 bamboos.
Okay, that should be fine. 3 are out.
Green dragon. 3 bamboos. 8 bamboos. 6 characters.
That's already out.
7 characters. Kong. 3 bamboos. 6 bamboos.
Oh my gosh, big surprise.
1 bamboo.
6 crack. I'm gonna let it go now.
6 characters.
That was a little bit risky.
2 characters. 3 bamboos. Flower. Eight dots.
Okay, 7 bam is out in front of this player
7
with a 7.
bamboos. Pung.
Okay,
Flower.
another surprise. Okay, let's see. Red dragon is out. Hi,
Red
Misty.
dragon. Flower. Three characters. Flower.
Okay. Oh, come
4
on now.
characters.
Oh,
2 dots. 3 characters.
We need a 9 dot.
6 dots.
9 crack. That's going to be risky. 9 crack. 1 is out.
9 characters.
Uh-oh.
Mahjong.
Alrighty then. They had only 1 exposure, so I don't feel bad about that. Okay, 7 crack exposure, 5 through 9. And this player over here had our 9 dot. They were playing defensively. They probably knew we were going for a quint. Okay, so let's play again. Misty. Oh, no. We've got Misty at the table here. Anna. Here we go. You can't see it easily. This is in, let's see, Misty. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we have. Okay, 1 crack and a pair of flowers. Almost news. Let's see if we can get another 1 in here. Right now, we could maybe try for like numbers with 1's gap hand, but we can use jokers. Oh, thank you, Misty. Let's see here. Do you have Messenger on Facebook? I could send you the link on Facebook. Let's see. Let me see if we're friends. I don't think we're friends on Facebook because it didn't come up. Do you use Facebook? What would be another way to give it to you? I guess I could just put the link in live stream chat, and then you would just join by clicking that. Hopefully nobody else would click it. Let's see, we got another west. We have tiles we can pass. Let's see here. Let's do 5, 8, 7. Almost news. 1 crack pair. All right, so let me see here. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the email in the form. That's why. Oh, wait a minute. That's a different email than the one I have. Yeah, I have a different email in that form. Maybe that's why it didn't go through. I'm thinking maybe we could play news with flowers, 4th hand down under Winds and Dragons. It's still a gap hand, but we can use the joker for the missing east because now we have 2 pair of winds. Okay, so let me see. Let me see here. I'm going to try to send the email again. Okay, there's a south. So I would definitely break up this 1 and play the 4th hand down under Winds and Dragons. Okay. Okay, 3. There we go. Okay. I just sent an email. to this other email. Let's see what happens. Oh, like numbers. Yikes. We don't need that, thankfully, here. We're going to play news. We need an east. Okay, where are we now? Let's see here. East and to south. Okay, we're going to the right. In this case, we're set. I would pass like numbers and pass one blind because we're set. We could, all we need to do is pung and we'll be ready to win. We have two. Two. We just want two. Which, oh, we're south. Okay, we're ready.
2 dots.
We're good to go here. I did not
5
get an
dots.
undeliverable message for that second email, by the way.
9 bamboos.
Okay, so we're good to go. We just need to pung. Oh, no, we're 2 away. We need to pung 2. Let's see, we're going to let the year tiles go. We need
2
to pung
bamboos.
east and west, and then we'll be ready on a north. So we have 2 discards. We could
1
definitely
dot.
squeeze in a hot seat.
2 characters.
Okay. Okay.
7 bamboos.
Huh. Okay, so let's let the 4 go.
4 bamboos. 9 characters. 1 character. 3 bamboos.
Okay, let's let the 8 go here.
8 dots.
Hmm.
Five bamboos. 4 dots. 6 dots. Hung. 5 bamboos. 6 bamboos.
Okay. 2 crack. No, we don't need that.
2
You
characters.
made a new registration? Oh, I see. Okay.
4 bamboos.
Okay.
9 characters.
Yep, I got it. And I did send you a new
7
email
bamboos.
with a link. Okay, 6 crack. We don't want to hold on to that.
6 characters. 3 bamboos. 3 characters. 2 bamboos.
Another 6 crack.
6 characters.
Huh.
North wind.
That's a pair for us.
3 dots.
No, we're good there.
3 dots.
Okay. Oh, joker bait.
3 dots.
Joker bait with the 5 crack. Let's see here.
6 dots.
Yep, we're good.
9 dots. 4 characters. 3 bamboos.
Okay, we can let that go.
4 characters. 4 dots. 2 bamboos. 2 dots.
Don't need that.
2 dots. 7 dots. 8 dots.
Bloop.
7
Where'd that bloop
characters.
Oh, there's the bloop. Hello, Susan. I see you in the green room. Let me finish this game here, and then we'll
8
get
dots.
you on board. Welcome. Thank you for your effort. We're looking for east-west. We need a north in here.
9 bamboos.
It's at 50. We're at 58 tiles remaining, so I'm
4
going to let this
bamboos.
4 or 5 crack go in a minute.
North
Right
wind.
about, oh, there's the second one. Shoot. Okay, 55. Let's go one more round.
9 dots.
So we're at risk now. If another north goes down,
8 dots.
yeah, we're kind of stuck at the moment.
7 dots.
Okay, we're going to let the 5 crack go next.
1 bamboo.
Okay, now let's let it go.
5 characters.
Take it with a joker. No. Oh, shoot. Doggone.
East wind.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we'll pung anyway.
Pung.
Okay, so now we'll let the 5 crack go.
5
So much for
characters.
joker bait.
Seven dots.
Okay.
Red dragon. One bamboo.
Okay, don't need an 8 bam. We don't need a 1 crack. Okay, so let's let the 8 go.
8 bamboos. Two dots. 5 bamboos. 3 bamboos.
We got the north. All right.
1 character.
So now we're ready on a west.
9 dots. 6 dots. 2 characters.
Okay. So
7 dots.
we're no longer at risk, but we are.
2 characters.
Everybody knows we need a west. Anytime you have
Flower.
an east, you got to have a west with that, with a pung especially.
5 dots.
There it is, Mahjong.
East wind.
Tuck it in. Mahjong. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. So we have news, fourth hand down under Winds and Dragons. News. We got news. Let's see. Anna, 1, 3, 4, 5. They have a gap. This is a good thing to note, by the way. Oh, 1, 3, 5 dragon. They're playing 1, 3, 5 dragon, probably with an option for the fifth hand down under consecutive run. They have no gaps for the dragon hand, third hand down on the left. Over here, ready to win. Ooh, ready to win on a triple weight. Wow. They needed, let me see here. Yeah, that was a bad beat. They're ready on a triple weight, 6 bam or the dragons. Over here, 7, 8, 9, single pair Kong, it looks like. Single pair Kong. All right, well done, everybody. I'm going to exit here. And then I am going to now welcome Susan to the stage. Now, Susan, do you want to be on camera? Are you okay with that? Or do you want to stop if you're okay with that? All right, here we go. Welcome. Welcome to MAHJLIFE.
Yeah.
It's good to have you here and thank you for your effort. Okay. So tell just with whatever you're comfortable with, tell our viewers how long you've been playing and what you want to work on.
Well, I've actually followed you, I think, since the beginning of your time online. With your first 7 lessons or whatever it was you had online. But I haven't really played. I've just kind of followed you along. And this last year, I just recently took a beginning class, ready for an intermediate class.
Okay.
And then I play on, I'd like to play on, I love Mahj.
Okay. All right.
And I like to use their exercise room.
Oh yeah, they do have a good exercise room. So with and have you played at Mahjong Time before?
No, well, I may have initially with one of your introductions. I mean, we're talking about 5 years ago or something.
Oh, okay.
So not lately.
All right. Well, let's give it a try. What I recommend that we do is we play in Mahjong school, and you'd like help. Well, what we'll do to begin is we'll get a dealt hand. You'll be playing with robots, so we can take our time.
Okay.
And we have at least a half an hour or more to walk through some gameplay with me shadowing you and offering coaching. And what I'd like you to do when you get your dealt hand is just voice out loud what goes in your head when you see the tiles, what goes through your head. Like if you're playing in a social game, you see the tiles and then verbalize the decision making so I can see how your mind works and figure out how to guide you to making good decisions with hand development and hand selection eventually. Well, really the other way around, hand selection and development. So are you ready?
Okay, let's give it a try.
Okay, so you have Mahjong Time open on your computer?
Or do I open it to tournaments?
No, let's have, if you've got it open, let's go ahead and have you share your screen, and then I can walk you through where to go. You're going to end up going to Mahjong school.
School games?
Yeah, school games. Yes.
Okay.
I just need you to share your screen though. At the bottom of this, of the bottom margin of your screen on your browser, you should see screen or present. Do you see a text that says present on the bottom margin?
I need to exit the full screen.
Or can you toggle? You can maybe leave up Mahjong Time, but toggle so that
Okay.
you can see your browser
Yes,
where
now at the bottom of my browser, I look for what?
we present on the
Yes, okay.
StreamYard tab.
There.
Okay.
And then I say video file or share screen.
Share screen. Now, what kind of a laptop are you on?
On an Apple
Okay. Okay.
MacBook.
Okay. And it should allow you to share your screen where Mahjong Time is.
Oops.
Bear with us as we get through the logistics here. What do you see?
I'm having to input my privacy settings to change the.
Okay. Yeah, I know Macs are locked down quite a bit more than PCs. I use a PC, so I'm not real familiar with Macs.
Where is this?
But I know we have users. I think Wes is a Mac user, and he's met me here. I believe, Wes, you've been in StreamYard with me, haven't you? Let's see.
So I need to go to somehow I need to find that Mahjong Time on my, here we go. Okay, so I've said I've shared this with Mahjong Time.
I don't see it. It should be shared. You should be able to, from the StreamYard tab on your browser at the bottom, if you click present, you should see an option to share the window where Mahjong Time is open. And that would show it in the broadcast system that I'm looking at here. Because right now I don't see it. There's another thing that we could do if you're having a hard time, is I could go into Mahjong school and I can drive, and then you just voice what you're thinking, and I'll do the movement for you. What about that?
We could do that because I'm marked on here that I want to share, but it's.
Okay. Well, let's try this then.
StreamYard.
So I'm going to go to Mahjong school, and I'm going to open a game. Let's do it this way then. So go back to your browser where you can be on the StreamYard tab, and that way you can see the screen. Do you see the screen with you and me?
Yes.
Okay. So now here we are with robots, and we have 2, 3, 5, 8, and BAM singles. 4, 6, 7, 8 in cracks with a pair of 4s, 1, 7 in dots, then red and white dragon and a north. Looking at these tiles, what are your initial thoughts?
Well, we've got the pair of 4s,
Okay.
and we've got several of the smaller numbers. It looks,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe it might be kind of split, but we have 1, 3, 5, and 4, one of dots. So it seems to me like we've got more small numbers.
Okay. So with these particular tiles, it sounds like you would be inclined to play a little consecutive number hand, like 1 through 5.
To start with, yeah.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and move the tiles so we can focus on that. If we did, I'll put the 8 over there and the 4 over here like that. Maybe I'll use the dragons as kind of a separator. So here's 1 through 5. And then we have 6, 7, 8, and a north over here to the right.
Okay.
So, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through this, and I'm not going to do any coaching just so I can get to understand how your mind works when playing Mahjong. So what would you discard here?
I would probably, I don't think 2024 is particularly interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of soap.
Oh, you would pass the soap. Okay.
And the red dragon and the north.
Okay. And let me see here. I'm going to pull up a text pad, so I'll be typing just a little, just to remind myself of any comments that I would want to make later. So, and how I can maybe help along the way.
Part of my thinking on this is that with my next round, that maybe I'll be able to identify the numbered tiles better and make better choices.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's
All right.
kind of my thinking.
Yeah. Okay, so let's pass and see what we get. I saw your comment, Smith, and we'll circle back to that. Okay, so we did get some little numbers, and I'll go ahead and just hold all the little numbers.
So we've got,
now we have, I'm going to put this 1 dot over here.
we have now we have a pair of 3s, as well as the 4s, and then we've also got some potential like numbers with a 4.
Okay.
Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we're getting some like numbers up here too in the 5, 6, 7, 8, but we don't have any pairs up there.
Yep.
So I'm not inclined to make decisions there. Well, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 6, 8, 7.
Okay.
I still kind of like the smaller numbers because I've got 2 pairs down there.
Yep. Okay. What would you like to pass?
Okay, I'll pass the 1, and then I will pass I think I'll pass the 8 BAM, and well, maybe not. I won't pass the 8 BAM because it's a like number right now. So I'm going to pass the 6 and the 7 and the 1. No. Oh, sorry. The 6 and the 7 of
This
BAM
one?
and the dot. BAM and the dot.
Okay. All right. Great. So we're looking for little numbers here.
Right. But still, some mix-up could come in here with the large numbers. So.
Look what came in. 4, 5.
Oh, good.
So 2, 3, 4, 5 in BAMs.
Okay, so there's
4 cracks.
Okay, so I still don't have any pairs or in the big numbers, so I think I'm going to swing with the little numbers right now.
Okay.
The problem that I see is I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. I could do the second line of consecutive run, and I just need some dragons here.
So you're thinking second hand down under consecutive run?
Yes.
Okay.
With the BAMs.
Okay.
And so in that case, I would get rid of a 6 at I guess the 8 of, yeah, that's the 8, no, the 8
Oh.
bam. And that's good.
And
That's
that,
good. Yeah.
okay. All right. Let's see what we get here.
I want some dragons now.
Oh,
Red dragon.
look what
Red
you got.
dragons.
Look what you got instead. A 1 bam and a 2 bam.
Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow, that's all. That's going to be a pure bam.
1 suit.
One suit. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We don't have anything bigger than pairs at this point. So I'm going to. I still need to get rid of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to.
We're at the place where we're going to do the second or the first Charleston. It's wanting to know if you want to keep going. Would you keep
Yes.
going?
Oh yes.
Okay, so I'll click yes. And now we need a pass.
I think this is it too dangerous to pass 7, a pair, the 2 7s and the 8. It's not a pair, but
Like this.
yeah.
That would be risky, but just so that I can get an idea of your inclinations, I just, if this is what you would do, let's do it.
I
And then
could
I'll
do that.
do,
You know, I could go back and do a 4 crack,
okay. So maybe
a
keep
7 8 and a 4 crack.
like that.
Yeah, but do the 7 bam, the 4 crack, and the 8
Okay. All
8
right.
crack.
Okay. All right. So here's more BAMs.
Oh no, I got big ones.
Yep. Okay. Look at these BAMs. Wow. What would you like to do here now? We need to pass across.
See. Well, I'm gonna preserve the 4 crack for a moment. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Let's see. How can I mix this up? 6. I don't want to do 7. I'll do the 7 and the 8 crack. 8, no, 8 bam.
Oh.
And yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
I don't want any more big numbers now.
These robots are giving you all these BAMs.
They are on these big ones. Okay.
Or on the last right.
Last right. Okay. So I'll do the 6 crack.
Okay.
I'll do the 9 bam and the 7 bam.
Okay. All right. Now we didn't get BAMs. So we're doing the optional across now, so you can get 3 more and maybe another opportunity for a keeper here.
Okay, I think the ones we just got, I can give up.
Okay.
I can just
Oh,
pass
so
them on.
3. Okay. All right. So let's see our last incoming here. So here's the result. We're just going to pause here. What are your thoughts on the result of the Charleston with these tiles?
Well, I'm fairly satisfied that I've got a good opportunity to do a consecutive run with BAMs.
Okay.
Yeah. I got to thinking I passed a 6 BAM just on the last, and I probably should have kept it because then I would have a pair and I could move up or down the sequence here depending on how the multiples fall in.
Okay.
So I could have, I'm saying I could have saved that.
Okay.
But other than that, I think I'm fairly satisfied.
Okay. And if you were to pick a hand, which hand or hands would you focus on with these tiles?
I would focus on either. Well, I don't have any. At this point, I don't have any dragons, so I would say I'd focus on the first one.
Okay.
But with the option that as play progresses, if the dragons start dropping in,
Uh-huh.
I might short circuit it down to the line 2. I think line 2 is easier if you get the dragons.
Okay. All right. Would you consider playing the second hand from the bottom on the left?
Yes, 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 absolutely.
Okay. Like 2, 3, 4, 5.
Kong, 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 kong.
Yeah, pung, pung, kong, kong. Because you could pung the 2 and the 3, and then you just need to build on the 4, 5.
4, 5, right?
But there's,
That might actually be easier.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so now instead of moving forward, what I'd like to do is give you a little bit feedback, and then I'd like to do another hand where you practice with the feedback
Okay.
and see how it feels.
Okay.
And we'll also compare results. And we're gonna be playing with different tiles. So it's
Right.
we may or may not have it'll be kind of apples to oranges maybe. But
Right.
here, if we were to play the first hand, you would have 5 discards, 6, 7, 8 bam, 4, 8 and cracks. If you were to play the second hand from the bottom, which is a little more actionable because you can pung 2, 3.
Right.
In this case, you could only pung 1 block, the 5 bam, if you played the first hand. But if you were to play the second hand from the bottom, you would have 6 discards. So I just want to make a note of that. So we have 2 hands with no gaps. No gaps. And you have 5 to 6 discards respectively. And we were in consecutive run. So number 1-1, or it was 1, 2, 3, 7-1. Okay, so just for posterity there, we've got that documented. So now I'm going to exit, and then we're going to do a new hand.
Okay.
And what I'd like you to do this time around, I did see, and let me go full screen here so we can see each other here. Okay, so I did notice that you did target multiples, which is good. You saw the 4s right away, which is great, because American Mah Jongg is a game of multiples. So if you start there, let that be your starting point. You're going to set yourself up for success because every hand requires multiples. So that was good, very good. And you did see lots of bams, so you acknowledge that you had strength in a 1 suit option, which is good. And that's where the hand trended. So you noticed the trend. That was very good. What I would recommend that you do is increase your defensive passing. So for example, passing like numbers, in my opinion, is almost as risky as passing a pair. And how do you feel about passing? Do you tend to focus on your hand only and pass whatever's left over regardless of risk? Or do you consider defensive passing?
I try to consider it, but if I feel like I'm at risk, I would go ahead and pass the pair.
Okay.
If I thought doing anything else would put my hand at risk.
Okay. So I recommend that you look at your developing hand, identify the strength with multiples, hopefully, if you have them, and then do the best you can with defensive passing with whatever's remaining, still protecting the integrity of your developing hand, but to consider defense as well with passing. So that would mean not passing like numbers
Right.
as much as possible, because it is almost as risky as passing a pair. I don't know if you know, but 44% of the hands on the card use like numbers.
I find I go to like numbers more often.
Yeah, I do see them a lot too. The other thing is that particular hand had some potential for evens. Do you tend to
Oh.
gravitate to consecutive run?
I tend to grab, especially on I love Mahj. In fact, I was getting ready to write them. Notice that I feel like I'm able to do like numbers almost every hand because I get, especially with news, I get
Okay.
I get a lot of wins on
Mhm.
their draws.
Interesting. Okay. Well, if I had been playing that hand that you had been dealt, I would have played evens, because there were sixes
Okay.
and eights in there as well as the 4 band.
Right.
So you had no gaps with the numbers for 2, 4, 6, 8. So try to look at your pair and then see whatever tiles you have the most of
Mhm.
that could be used for a category. And for that particular hand, there was potential for both consecutive run, which is the way you went, which was fine, with 5 to 6 discards as the result. And you did have 2 hands with no gaps, so it had a good result. But I think it could have gone well also for evens. And so I just wanted to point that out to
Yeah.
consider, or kind of comparing the count of tiles that could be used in support of the multiple with either whatever categories you're considering, and go with the one that uses most of your tiles to maximize your potential.
And I can see how that would be especially wise because I kept getting those big numbers,
Yeah.
which would have been the eights and the other numbers I needed. So
Yeah. You might have even been able to switch to 6, 7, 8, 9, because there were a lot of 6s, 7s, and 8s going around. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to Mahjong school. I'll go ahead and share my screen again, and we'll do another round with the Charleston, and right here. So we're going to voice, and this time I'm going to coach. So we'll do
okay.
a similar, but I'm going to now interject some I'm going to give you some feedback as we go.
Okay.
If I unless of course you're in a good direction, or you have what I'm hearing is good logic and best practice for hand development. So here we have a pung of flowers, 3 flowers, which is awesome. Well, it's beautiful. Let's find out if we can use them. But we have a single 7 bam, 3, 4 and cracks, 2, 4, 7, 8 and dots, green dragon, and almost news, NES. So with these tiles, what goes through your mind looking at these?
The like numbers with news and the flowers.
Okay, so let's tuck the news over. Now, so we have north, east, south, flowers. Which number tiles would you keep?
Well, I see 2 4s,
Okay,
and then I see 2 7s.
okay,
I don't know that the others in terms of pairs. Those are the ones I would identify.
yeah, that sounds good to me. I would do the same thing. I would play like numbers with either 4s or 7s and news. So with the remaining tiles, what would you pass?
I would pass the 8, and I would pass the 2,
Okay,
and I would pass. I guess I would pass the dragon
okay,
because I've got enough going there with the news and flowers.
okay. I agree with most of this. I agree with 60%.
Okay.
I would make this a little better by keeping the 2 and passing the 3, because then you're doing 3, 8 instead of 2, 8.
Okay.
So that would be a way to mitigate risk in a pass.
Right. Thanks.
Yep. Okay. So let's see how we go. We get here. Now, how do you feel about passing flowers?
I will. I will pass them if yeah. I don't mind if I feel I'm doing safe and passing early in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think is reasonable. I just make sure I don't pass flowers to the same person going around.
Okay. And that is a best practice is to not pass flowers unless you have to.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And that's how I do it myself. I only pass if I have a really strong hand. Otherwise, I keep it and try to use it.
Yeah.
In this case, though, we have lots of keepers at the moment. Look, a four came in and you have seven. So we have 3 fours, one of each of the fours and one of each of the sevens. And there are 2 clear discards, the
Right.
2 and the 9. So what would you give up here?
I would see. I think I could give up a flower because I feel confident in my news and I feel confident in the game in the hand we're playing.
Oh, okay. So let's see, if this were me, I would not do that. I would either pick 4s or 7s.
At this point, you'd make that choice.
Yep, I would, because flowers are in, I believe it's 40% of the hands. So I would not recommend passing a flower. Instead, I would give up either a 4 or a 7. And one of the nice things about doing that is you still have enough either 4s or 7s to play news with like numbers. You don't need 3 of the number tiles for that hand. So even giving up, let's say a 4, you could still play like numbers with 4s, but you're at a place where you could maybe give up a 4 and mitigate the risk of not passing a flower.
Okay.
So which 4 would you want to pass here?
See, this is where fortune telling comes in. Because
Where what?
fortune telling.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know how to choose. At this point, I don't know how to. I wouldn't give up. Where's my pair?
well, you have like numbers
I
here.
just have light numbers. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put them to the side of the news here to separate them. Okay, so we have 4.4 bam, 4 crack there.
And then I've got
So
7 bam.
you could let a 7 go and keep all the 4s. It doesn't have to be a 4. And actually, I would probably recommend passing a 7 because of the year we're in 2024. If you pass a 2-4, you could be feeding into someone playing a year hand.
Good. That makes sense. I'll go with the 7 dot.
Okay. And I would concur with that. That would be just fine. If you did a 7 crack, it's a little bit better, but not by much because you can't use a 2 with a 7 and a 2 with a 9. So either one would work just fine. Okay, so here we go. Look what came in. You chose wisely, my Padawan learner.
Yes.
You got a 4 bam pair now.
Okay.
There does happen to be a 2 bam in there now. So you have 2 4 and 4s with news. You're left here with 3 clear discards.
Okay, but I think the 2 is a discard.
Okay. What else would you like to pass?
I would pass the 7 crack and the 8 bam.
Okay.
Well,
And
no. I do the 7.
You would do the 7.
Hmm.
Okay, so this would be passing like numbers, which is almost as risky as passing a pair.
7 and 8 is
7.
2.
This is consecutive, but they're in 2 different suits.
Right. Okay.
It's still better than passing like numbers.
Correct. Okay.
I think, just in my experience, and what I highly recommend because of the percentage of like numbers on the card, 44%.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. We have 2, 8, 9. Boy, these robots really enjoy passing BAMs, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and big numbers.
Okay, what would you like to do here?
Okay, that's a 7. I got rid of the 7s, right?
Oh, yes.
So all I have left are, I think I could just 7, 8, 9, bam. That's all bam.
This is what you would pass?
No, I think I would pass the 2, and then I would pass the 9 and the 7, I think. I
Okay.
wouldn't do the 2, 8 because you'd have the 2.
Evens.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. We have a little more variety here. What would you like to do here?
I'd like another one.
Well, we get another pass. What would you pass here?
I would pass 1 and 9 and 3, I guess. 8 and 9 would be. Wouldn't 8 and 9 be bad?
That
There's
would be
only-
risky. I think 139, even though they're odds,
Mhm.
what you could do is maybe do 138,
Okay.
and that way you're putting an even in there with 2 odds.
Okay.
So basically, the idea is just to do the best you can with your clear discards,
Okay.
which would be these tiles here to the right,
Right.
and while keeping, of course, that.
That flower. Still keeping the flower.
Yeah, the other thing you could consider is starting to let go of wins, because you do have some potential for the first like number hand and leverage those flowers, all 4. You could maybe calm the flowers and play the first like number hand, and by giving up the wins. But we're 1 away from that news block. So it's kind of a 6 1 half dozen the other, but you do have tiles you can pass. What would you do with these? We're on last right.
For the last right, I would go with the 2 and the 9.
Uh-huh.
And I'm still inclined to want to hang on to news.
Okay.
I guess with 6, you've got 3, 6, 9
Yep.
potential. That's what I would do.
I would do that too. If I'm passing, if I have the choice of passing 2, 4, 6, 8 versus 3, 6, 9 with the 6, 9, I would rather do 3, 6, 9 because only 3 numbers are used in that versus 2, 4, 6, 8 uses 4. So
Okay.
you're less likely to give somebody keepers by going with 3, 6, 9. So
Okay.
I would concur with this pass.
Okay. Good.
Yes. All right, let's see if we can get a keeper out of this one.
Yes, I need some 4s.
You got one. Your
Yay.
wish is my command.
Okay, so
And now we get one more pass. So
and also that 4 dot could be considered
yeah.
as a pass because I've got 2 of the other.
Mm-hmm.
1, 4,
Oh,
4, 3.
I'll go ahead and select 3. So you're thinking 1, 4, 3 and keep the 8. Is there
Yeah.
a reason you would want to keep the 8?
No, no.
I would
I
recommend.
guess I would hate to do a 4, 8. If I was
Okay,
doing the 1, 3, 8, maybe the
so
1,
like,
3, 8's better.
so like this. Okay.
No,
What I'm sorry.
I don't know that I want to do a 4, 8.
Oh, okay. So you would want to do a 1, 3, 4.
1, 3, 8.
1, 3, 8. Oh, okay. So keep the 4.
Right.
Okay, I thought you were saying let the 4 go. Okay.
I did initially. Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is what I would recommend because you have an option for the first like number hand.
Right.
So 1, 3, 8.
Right.
That would be a great pass.
Yes.
All right, let's see if we can get another keeper. A West would be awesome.
Yes. Normally I would have it.
Okay, so now what are your thoughts on this result?
Well, I think I'm still in good shape
Yeah.
because I've got 3 discards. The
Yes.
rest of them, I think, are possible.
Yeah. 3
Possible
discards
playable.
with options.
Mhm.
This was a fantastic result, especially compared to the previous.
Yes.
So, and we're going to go ahead for the sake of time, because the live stream ends at the top of the hour. With your instincts, they're very good in regards to identifying that initial strength of the hand. I
Okay.
think where you need to practice is keeping your options open for which category to focus on based on the number of tiles that you can use in support of the strength, whether it be a multiple or your predominant pattern. So practice identifying the strength of the hand, and then do the best you can with passing defensively with your remaining tiles while still developing based on the strength of your hand. And I think your instincts are good. You just need to practice.
Yeah, I do. Actually, I'm practicing every day. I'm playing several games a
Good.
day on I Love Mahj.
All right.
I need to start playing on Mahj Time.
Yeah, Mahjong Time is a great platform. They both have redeeming qualities, I think, and features. This platform, I think the Mahjong Time platform is really nice for advanced skill building because they have random discards and you can practice hand reading, but that's quite advanced. So if you're, practicing, feel free to practice on either one wherever you feel you get the best benefit, but definitely practice because it makes a difference.
Thank you.
You're
This has
welcome,
been
and
great.
thank you so much for being willing to jump on a hot seat. It was a pleasure to work with you, and I'm going to keep the hot seats on the calendar. So, but
Okay.
we'll of course limit it to 2, just because we have limited time. But it was a pleasure working with you, and I appreciate too your willingness to deal with the technology. I know it's not comfortable sometimes, so thank you for doing that.
Maybe next time I'll be able to share my screen.
Oh yeah, well this was a good option, and we were able to get some value out of it. And I hope that you did get some value from the coaching.
I appreciate you so much. And like I said, I've followed you for, I don't know, 7 years. Is it now you've been doing this? And
Yeah, 2017 is when I got
yeah,
started. Well, thank you
and
for being along for the ride.
I recommend you all the time. So
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much. All right. Well, as you leave us from this coaching session, this hot seat, may
okay.
all your picks be keepers between
Thanks.
now and the next time we work together.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we did a hot seat today. This was not testing. This is actually how the hot seats work. And I just want to say thank you again to Susan for jumping on a hot seat. If you ever want to be on the hot seat where you get one-on-one coaching, you of course need to feel comfortable being part of the broadcast. You don't have to be live with your video on. You can remove your video so your face is not on the live stream. But you would definitely need to be able to share your screen or walk through me doing the driving while you commenting on your thought process. And that is how the hot seats work. So we're going to keep those on the schedule for anytime we do the tours of the 2 platforms. Today was Mahjong Time. So there'll be another opportunity. So look for those opportunities wherever you see hot seat. Then register. There's a button at the bottom of the matrix. Let me see here. Let me show you where that is. I'm going to share my screen so you can see where to get to it. Let's share my screen again. Here we go. Okay, so when you get to my website, if you go to events, let's play live streams. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You go to the wiki and you type matrix. Type in matrix and then click on the skills and strategies matrix, which is going to be at the top. And then once you get that wiki article open, you'll see an index of the recurring topics that we do, and look for hot seat in the topic title. So as soon as this renders, I'll show you where they are. They're going to be at the bottom of the matrix here. Oh, you're testing your membership. Oh, okay, Jill, no worries. Okay, so this is taking a while to render. Bear with the tech here. I don't know why it's taken so long. Come on now. Why is this taking so long? You close things out a little bit here. Wow, why is this taking so long? All it is a wiki article. What in the world? We're going to use a bigger hammer here. It's still churning. Wiki. There we go. I don't know why that was doing that. Okay, so here's the skills and strategies matrix. It's Article 210. If you go down to the table where you see the recurring topics, just look for hot seat, which is going to be down here at the bottom. So these will be recurring, and there'll only be 2 per session. So underneath that table, there's the explanation of how hot seats work and the prerequisites. You've got to have a laptop or desktop with a webcam, and you've got to feel comfortable sharing your screen. And you need to have a platform based on which hot seat you want to play on. Then you click register. And when you click register, you'll go to the intake form where you can tell me about your struggles with the game. And that way I can be prepared to help you. So it's best if you can register in advance, and that way we could even meet prior to make sure that you're able to share your screen and meet with me in the broadcast system live. So we don't have to go through that during the live broadcast. You'll know already how to do it, and we can just hit the ground running. So thank you so much for your patience while we got Susan up and running in the broadcast system. It was not all that painful, and I hope that you'll consider joining me on the hot seat in an episode soon. Thank you, moderators, for helping monitor the chat, and also thank you for being here to watch us play Mahjong at Mahjong Time and also go through hot seat coaching. I hope that you also found it helpful. You can learn just by watching somebody else learn. That's the idea behind the hot seats. Any questions? We're coming up to the top of the hour, so I'll look for questions and then I'll go ahead and sign off. Okay, I will go ahead and sign off. Thank you so much again for being here. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.